After 33 years and over 27 million riders, the tracks are officially being closed. Silver Dollar City dropped a bombshell today, and they announced that ThuNderaTion is closing, but it's not a simple ride closure.
No. According to the city, the Marble Cave Mining Company is officially seizing the land back to resume real work beneath the mountain. Does this mean the end of the line for the Ozark's famous mine train? Or is Foreman Jedidiah Campbell clearing the way for something even bigger? So,
come with us.
Hey guys, I wanted to pause the video today and let you know that it is brought to you today by Magical Vacation Planner. I am actually a travel agent for Magical Vacation Planner, and that means I can plan you guys an adventure of your own through Disney World or Universal even. So anyway, that being said, if you guys would like that to happen, I have left a link in the description box below to fill out some information to get your free quote today. All right, let's get back to the video. Hey guys, welcome back to BA Adventures.
Hi.
Today we are discussing the bombshell that has been dropped, as we discussed, about Silver Dollar City retiring ThuNderaTion. And if it is your first time here, I'm Brady, and this is...
I'm Ashley.
And we cover a lot of Silver Dollar City content on our channel here, as well as other theme parks as well. So if you're new here, welcome. This is exciting. So stick around, because today we're breaking down the legendary history of this Aero classic, the lore behind the mining takeover, and why that massive construction site between Wildfire and Powder Keg might just be a 2.0 scenario that we've all been hoping. So,
let's kick off with, what is your point of view of this? Like, were you shocked? Were you excited? What are you feeling?
So I have an indifferent point of view. Mm-hmm. I initially thought that ThuNderaTion was going to be closed. I've been hearing the rumors, blah, blah, blah. This is the last, get your rides in on ThuNderaTion.
Yeah.
That's what we've been hearing. And then Brad Thomas, of course, said at Ace Coaster Christmas that it would be operational for CoasterCon in 2027.
Brad Thomas is actually the president of Silver Dollar City. Let's note that. Very important.
Apologies. Apologies. Everybody should know who Brad Thomas is.
Yes! If you love Silver Dollar City, you definitely need to know who he is.
Yes. Sorry. For those of you that do not know, Brad Thomas is the president of Silver Dollar City. So he did say those things at this Coaster Christmas, which made us all think, okay, well, at least we have until then, but what after? Well, now they've officially said, sorry, not going to happen. So, maybe. So you stick around and wait. We'll cover that. So
I wasn't very shocked by the announcement. Actually, when you told me, I initially went, yeah, of course.
That's true. I was like, hey, ThuNderaTion closed.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Well, Silver Dollar City has a history of making a big announcement and it being a dud, in my opinion. I know that sounds harsh, but I come from the opinion of, we had a huge announcement for Fire in the Hole, and it was that it was closing. Mm-hmm. So I just don't like those kind of announcements.
This whole announcement spurred from No Coaster Con, when Sawyer had posted about, or gave a presentation, and the end of the presentation said the Marble Mining Company will make an announcement on February 16th of this year. Mm-hmm. Many assumed maybe something about the new coaster, maybe not. Everybody was kind of pushed away from the whole ThuNderaTion thing because, Brad Thomas, president, has said, no, it's going to be operational. So very confused on that one. However, then it continued and they made some posts and this showed up and this came through. Typical Silver Dollar City MO on these things, which is fine. And it's almost similar to what they did with Fire in the Hole as well. So if you guys are familiar with when they announced that the old one was closing to when the new one was closing, we are going to hear something possibly in June, if I remember correctly. Maybe late May on the announcement of what this new construction is going to be. I
feel like it's going to be around the 4th of July, the 250th anniversary, because I just feel
possibly.
I have a feeling that they're amping up the 250th anniversary of United States, which is fantastic. And I feel like that is the best time to drop another bombshell of happiness, not something's retiring yet again, please. So I'm a little bit of a harsh critic when it comes to that because I hate those kind of announcements.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right. So let's talk about we'll get more into that construction, but let's now talk about the legend of this runaway mine train.
All right. So ThuNderaTion opened in 1993. It did change everything about Silver Dollar City as it was the first true world-class coaster with a custom aerodynamic mine train. That's a lot of words.
It is. Not really.
That used the rugged Ozark terrain to its advantage.
Yeah. So some stats. This is 3,022 feet of track. It has an 81-foot drop and speeds hitting you at least 48 miles per hour.
Is it really? I've never realized how fast it got.
Yeah, you get going really, really fast right before the end of that. And like, I really like that part of it. However, this ride, I will talk about something in a minute after we talk about this twist. For years, you could actually ride the third and fifth cars backwards, making those 900-degree helixes absolutely disorienting.
Did you ever ride it backwards?
I have ridden it backwards. They used to have an entire train that went backwards as well.
I don't think I've ever ridden it backwards. If you have, please make a comment below and say, I rode it backwards, because that's actually pretty cool.
It was a lot of fun riding it backwards.
Huh.
So
maybe as a kid it would be super fun. As an adult, I'd be like, no.
In 2010, I believe, is when they made all cars face forward.
Womp, womp.
So another little stat about this is this ride actually is not connected directly to the ground in some places. It is actually just sitting on a frame, which is why when it rains, it kind of sinks down into the mud and it is a little rough.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
The more you know.
The more you know. So it's the ride that proves Silver Dollar City could compete on a global scale, leading the way for icons like Wildfire and Time Traveler. But now the Foreman says the mountain was never meant to be borrowed forever.
I don't like the Foreman. He just gives me bad news, I feel like.
Jedidiah Foreman. We do have some theories on this, though, and we will discuss that as we get further into this video. So, all right. So the mining takeover, the lore on this. Okay, here's where the story really gets interesting, Ashley.
So Silver Dollar City isn't just saying it's old; it's leaning into that history of Marvel Cave Mining Company, which is the official word, is that the company originally ceased operations in 1889, which is around like when Silver City's based it on.
Well, it's in the 1880s, so like right before 1890 is when they stopped. So
they ordered the tracks vacated by January 2nd, 2027 to conduct a geological surveys and find undiscovered silver veins.
So veins in the geological world, if you do not know, are like sections that just have long strips of silver or whatever in it, and hence Silver Dollar City. So the work underground matters more than any cheer from above, says Jedidiah Campbell, Foreman. What a fun sucker.
I told you I don't like that. I just don't like.
We got to do all the work here. Somebody needs to put that man on ThuNderaTion so that way he can say, "Oh, okay, maybe we shouldn't." Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
The takeover narrative is classic for Silver Dollar City. Move-wise, it tells us that while ThuNderaTion is moving on to greener pasturage, the story of this area is just getting started.
Absolutely. So, that being said, we are going to dive into some theories here on a lot of this. Many insiders believe it's a permanent goodbye. Possibly.
No 2.0s.
Possibly no 2.0s. Could we be looking at a modern high-intensity Vekoma or Mack rides mine train? All the footings and everything for this new coaster that is going in between Wildfire and Powder Keg, or like we like to say, it's just a popcorn stand, is a Mack ride mine train, and one that keeps the terrain-hugging spirit of the original but add some modern thrills to it.
So if we look at history-wise, I'm going to interrupt just for
Go
a
ahead.
second. Because, so last time we got a great new announcement, Fire in the Hole was closing down.
Yes.
And then we got another great announcement, and we got Fire in the Hole 2.0,
The new
which
Fire in the Hole.
moved, by the way, moved.
Across the park.
What if ThuNderaTion is just going to be revamped and moved?
So that is the main theory, that there is a new, for Mac rides, there is a new ride vehicle that is a mine train style, that is a family ride, and there is nothing like it in the United States at all. So that is where everybody is thinking this could be a 2.0. However, there wasn't a Buzzsaw Falls 2.0. They just took it down and put up Powder Keg.
But if you look at
It was also not
history,
the Ozark Mountain River Rapids. They took it down.
They did made it better.
Put up
They made
Mississippi
it
River
better.
Falls. Just saying. They took out the toboggan ride and then didn't put anything back.
But that was like long time ago.
But
I
they
feel
still
like
have
we're
the
in a-
tower.
We're in a new era.
I'm just stating some facts here.
Don't squash my dreams.
I'm
I
not
kind of
squashing your
want
dreams.
a new ride that's going to be awesome, but it's going to have that originality that ThuNderaTion has. That's what I want.
It could still be named ThuNderaTion. They
Yeah.
could be moving ThuNderaTion and putting ThuNderaTion 2.0
Yeah.
over here. And that does seem to be a common theme amongst a lot of other theme parks around there.
Yeah.
However, the reason that Fire in the Hole was moved and named the new Fire in the Hole is that it was an original to Silver Dollar City, created by Silver Dollar City, the whole ride. And if you want to ride something very similar, head on down to Pigeon Forge and ride Dollywood's Blazing Fury. It is almost exactly the same. There's just no Red Flanders.
That's the sad part of it.
Kind of, but it is still a lot of fun.
What if they named it like the Thunder and the Ozarks or Thunder Ozarks? I don't know.
Could be.
Do a spin on it, but I really want that. I don't know. I just can't let go. I can't let go of it.
Yeah. So if the mining company is back in business, could they also be making maybe a ride possibly right there in that location as well in the future?
I did see some speculation on social media
Ooh.
of this, and someone had said something about having an entrance or for the cave.
Yep.
Another entrance in or exit,
I also
I
have
guess.
that theory.
Maybe they're going to put an elevator so no one has to walk all down them stairs.
I hope not. Walk the stairs. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know there are some people who stairs are their own worst or their very worst enemy, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I have fallen going upstairs before. It's crazy.
But anyways, I've seen some speculation. What is your speculation? I would love to know. Include
Let's hear your theories down below. It'd be great.
Uh-huh.
Now, this first of its kind mega project is what we were discussing before. Is it a Mack Rides Big Dipper? Could be that too.
A Big Dipper. What is that?
I think that's what that new thing is called. I haven't looked into that very much.
Okay.
So that is very, very possible. So there's that, or it's going to be a whole new ride altogether over there, and ThuNderaTion is no more, and we can just say, thank you, what a ride. And speaking of thank you, what a ride, they are having the farewell tour for ThuNderaTion.
They love a good farewell tour. Have you
really
noticed
do.
that? I mean, I love the merch. I love some good merch. So we'll definitely have to get some more.
All right, so you have one season left to hear that click-clack of the lift hill. Silver Dollar City is turning all of 2026 into a farewell celebration, starting on March 13th. You'll have commemorative last ride merchandise, most likely similar to something like this, just like this hat here. There were also shirts, I believe. Did we get shirts?
From Fire
For the
in the
last
Hole?
ride, Fire in the Hole?
Yes.
You got one. I got this. And then we both got the red Flanders. So
Yes.
get back in here.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had two different shirts.
Yep. She got two different shirts. I got a hat. And actually, we're just going to.
Oh,
This is one of the
look, it's
shirts.
there.
It says Red Flanders right here. Just happened to be sitting
Oh,
there.
and then it
And
says
then
on the-
Sadie, I ain't got pants. But that has nothing to do with ThuNderaTion. That's Fire in the Hole. So.
You see how they kind of correspond, though?
They do.
I mean,
They do. They both complement each other so well. And the fact that ThuNderaTion has the words TNT emphasized in it makes me really think that there is going to be a 2.0 between Powder Keg and Wildfire. They are both about explosions. So, that way that keeps it all there copacetic. This is why they moved the Fire in the Hole over by Fireman's Landing. Something to think about, people. All right. So, Again, talking back about the farewell tour, commemorative last ride, special ride moments throughout the year, and one final send-off on January 2nd of 2027. We are going to do our best to be there that day. We were not there the day that they closed down Fire in the Hole. We had other things going on. I don't know what we were doing.
I think it was
we may have been in Florida. Actually, were we in Florida?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. So, all right. Anyway, it's the end of an era, but as Silver Dollar City President Brad Thomas has said, the end is really an exciting beginning. I
love that, though. While I'm sad about a closure, the parks have to be innovative. They have to be continuously making new things, making it interesting, bringing people all over the country into the park. And this is just another way to do it. Closing one chapter and opening a new one.
Absolutely.
I came up with that myself just now on the fly.
Wow. That's impressive. Okay. So what do you think is coming to the mountains? Is the Marble Cave Mining Company actually building a new coaster, or is this something else entirely? Sound off in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. We really want to talk to you, discuss this, and maybe somebody can hit some new ideas here.
Yeah, I love when we come up with like new ideas from people. I'm like, ooh, that's good. Let's like follow that and research it a little bit more.
Absolutely. So anyway, if you guys want to keep up with more developing things on this Marble Mining Company takeover, Silver Dollar City, and ThuNderaTion's farewell tour, plus any other theme park or Silver Dollar City events, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that
bell notification button
so that you guys don't miss out on any of that in any more of our adventures. And with that,
bring on the next adventure.
Bye, guys.